Good afternoon from Scott Duckworth. All right, where do we start? You know, the older I get, the more I shake my head at some of the things I'm seeing out here in society. So let's just start off with this. Campbell's Soup no longer wants to be associated with the word or the term soup. Do not relate soup with soup. Now, how in the do you even fathom that? This tradition's been around for well over 100 years, I don't know, 140, 150 years. And Campbell wants to erase the word. I believe it says it. Where's that on here? This will be removed soon. Can't say soup. No sirree, can't have it. No. It's soup, but it's not soup. Go figure, all right? Remember Aunt Jemima. And you can talk to 100 different people and get 100 different opinions on why they no longer wanted the Aunt Jemima name, so they changed it to Pearl Milling Company. Hey, let me tell you, we didn't buy this. It was given to us, all right? Hey, go figure. I don't know. Jaguar just did a recent thing. You don't see many of them around. That's kind of for the wealthy. I don't think any of us on my channel own a Jaguar. We just don't have that kind of money. I'm a conservative, frugal channel. So Jaguar comes out with a commercial recently that shows all these men in dresses and this crazy stuff and no Jaguar or mention of vehicles in their commercial. Every one of these companies that tries this, remember Bud Light, the sales go down. Campbell's knows, in fact, their sales will plummet. And what I will do personally as an average consumer with this crazy transitioning or whatever you want to call it, I'll buy the Walmart brand of it if it's available. I may have to buy this, but if it's working well and we like it, leave it alone. And I think what's happening is these new executives come in, or these new board of directors. I don't know how this exactly works, but the reality says we don't care how much our shareholders lose money. We don't care what it costs the stakeholders in our company. We don't care how much we lose. We are making a point. And that point, whether you agree with it or not, is what the company wants. And I will assure you, you will see their sales plummet, as did with Aunt Jemima syrup / Pearl Milling, as with Jaguar. They've been in trouble for a long time anyway. And all these other companies that want to make all these crazy changes that doesn't even fit their consumer profile. For example, Bud Light, man, that was a big name. And they hired some marketing guru, supposedly, that ruined it for them, and it will probably never recover. They're pumping millions into trying to save the brand, but hey, once you sour someone, it's very hard to recover from that. So let me know what your thoughts are. We want to go with soupless soups. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thought it? We can't have a black lady whom I just loved all my life since I was 1 or 2, 3, 4 years old. Can't have that. Too much of a stereotype situation in there. And from what I gather, I just put this in my notes here. The heirs of Aunt Jemima aren't happy. They filed a case against this and it got thrown out of court. And by the way, who owns Aunt Jemima? That would be Pepsi or PepsiCo / Quaker Oats. These companies that do these things, they don't think of us as the consumer. It's all about an arm reaching out to tell you what you need to think. That's my opinion. I can't for the life of me fathom why you would want to call soup Campbell's and not Campbell's soup. I'm sure the quality is there. It will probably remain there. However, I've said this twice. and something that you really need to pay attention to. Aunt Jemima syrup, an icon from 100, 130, 120 years, I don't know, give or take. And I said this a while back. You look on that ingredient list, they're putting cellulose in this stuff now. They should be ashamed of themselves. This is Scott Duckworth. Here's another example of companies not caring about you, but what they think you should think. I'd like to hear your comments. I'm not trying to be political on this side of the aisle or this side of the aisle, but if something is going very well and you're an American iconic brand, why would you want to risk losing that stature? Hey, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. Will you continue to buy soupless named soup, or will you go to a private label such as Walmart's, what do they call that, Better or Great Value? I will. If they're going to change things that I like, hey, I'll just go somewhere else. This is Scott Duckworth, and I'm sticking to my story. Thank you for tuning in. All right.